This video is sponsored by Universe, the popular app that allows you to build a beautiful, fully functioning website with your iPhone or iPad in all of 5 minutes. What is going on, everyone? My name is Jason, and these are the best accessories for the iPad. Okay, so one thing I splurged on this past holiday season was this guy, the 7th generation Apple iPad. Considering the last iPad I had was the iPad 2, I was overdue for an upgrade, and this guy was on crazy sale for like 250 bucks. I understand that this iPad has its limitations, as it is the cheapest and most entry-level iPad there is, but dude, no lie, so far it's been way better than expected, and at that price, it definitely punches above its weight. Now, I made a video going over the iPad in more detail if you guys want to check it out. I'll leave a link to it in the description. But today, I want to go over some of the best accessories that complement this device, especially for all you students out there that are interested in potentially using your iPad, basically as a substitute for a computer. And though there may be doubters out there, I'm confident that a properly equipped iPad can easily provide what most students need when it comes to a computer or laptop. Now, everything I go over will be linked in the description down below. Make sure to check them out for the most up-to-date pricing. Now, before we get into the review, if you're into checking out the latest consumer tech products before you buy them, or if you're just a tech head like me, I make a video like this every single week, so make sure that you hit that thumbs up button, and don't forget to subscribe so you can be the first to know when a new JSL review is out and you don't miss anything. And real quick, out of curiosity, do you guys think an iPad, or any other tablet for that matter, can legit replace a laptop for day-to-day use? Or do you think it's not quite there yet in terms of capability? Curious to get your thoughts. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Okay, first up is probably the accessory I'm least excited about, and that's the Apple Smart Keyboard. Now, I don't want my lack of enthusiasm to give off the impression that this isn't a good device. In fact, it's pretty great, and in my opinion, the best keyboard you can get on a newer iPad right now. It's made out of this really soft touch material on the outside, which is great for adding some grip to your iPad, and the inside is covered with this ultra soft suede to ensure that your iPad doesn't get scratched up when in use. The keyboard itself is hidden behind this extra layer that you fold out, which is nice because the keyboard actually never rubs up against your iPad's display. With the new iPads coming equipped with Apple's new Smart Connector, this keyboard was designed to take full advantage of the technology, and what you have here is a seamless user experience. All you have to do is connect a magnetic connector on the keyboard to the Smart Connector on the iPad, fold the case in and rest the iPad on this magnetic slot, and bam, you're good to go. No pairing, no power button or turning on the keyboard, none of that. Literally just physically connect the two together and it's good to go in seconds. And because it's a hardwired connection, it never has to be charged because there's no internal battery. And one of the best things about this keyboard is that there's no latency whatsoever. Moreover, it's a full-sized keyboard, so it doesn't feel awkward to type on like compact ones. And overall, typing on it feels pretty solid. You don't get a whole lot of key travel, and I would have liked the keys to have been a bit more tactile, but it's actually quite comfortable and really easy to get used to. The keyboard gives you access to all the Mac shortcuts, which is great, and it's so fast and easy to set up and take down, it really makes for a supremely convenient device. The reason I'm not so enthused by it is because of the price. The Smart Keyboard for this iPad costs $159, which is pretty ridiculous. Now, as much as I hate that price though, I have to say that it really delivers in terms of functionality and convenience. And by no means is this the only option out there, but it'll be hard to find one that does better in those two categories. And if you're really looking to maximize what your iPad has to offer, could be worth the investment. Okay, next up, if you have a fully functioning keyboard, it'll almost feel incomplete for some of you without a mouse. And one of the coolest things about the new iPad OS is that it has mouse support. Yes, as weird as it may seem, you can use a Bluetooth mouse on the newer iPads. Now, in case you don't know how to, you have to make sure that you have the most up-to-date iPad OS. You'll need to go into your settings, click on accessibility, select the touch option. You gotta turn assistive touch on, then scroll down to devices, and then click on Bluetooth devices, and then you want to turn your Bluetooth mouse into pairing mode, select it, pair it to your iPad, and bam! You'll see a little cursor that is fully being controlled by your mouse. And dude, this could be super useful in case you're one of those people that just can't be as productive without a solid mouse. The one I have here is a Logitech MX Master 2, and it's really nice because I can pair this to 3 different devices, so I can easily switch between using it between my iMac or my iPad. It's ergonomic and comfortable to use. The battery lasts forever, so it's really convenient. And honestly, it works surprisingly better than I thought it would on the iPad. It's great for gaming, web browsing, or just navigating around your iPad and other apps. And it could be pretty useful, especially as a student when you need to move around quickly in a document or a website. Having a mouse and a keyboard will really give you that feeling that your iPad is functioning as a computer. Okay, next up is a fantastic alternative to the Apple Pencil. This is the Xeron Active Stylus, made specifically for newer iPads. Perfect for all of you folks who are all about handwritten notes or creating art, but don't want to drop a bag on the expensive pencil from Apple, as this is only $39 bucks. And dude, this thing is awesome. It's made out of an aluminum alloy, so it feels quite substantial in the hand. It has a chamfered edge to help prevent it from rolling off tables, which is really smart. The tip is made out of pure copper and created specifically to mimic a smooth pen tip to prevent any damage to the screen. It feels great to write with, it's responsive and has low latency, and much like the way more expensive Apple Pencils, it supports palm rejection and it works really well. Clicking it on and off is super easy, and it charges via USB-C, with the full charge giving you up to 20 hours of usage before needing a re-up. Honestly, I was surprised at how well this thing performed given the price difference, and if you're on a budget but really rely on using your iPad to draw or create on, this is a rock solid choice to go with. Speaking of creating, I want to give a big shout out to Universe for sponsoring today's video. If you guys don't know, the Universe app is the easiest way to build a website, and you can build it right from your iPhone or iPad. Whether you want to create a custom website for your business, showcase your work with an interactive portfolio, or just elevate your brand presence and grow an audience, the Universe app allows you to create a beautiful, super high functioning site from your mobile device in literally minutes. All you have to do is download the Universe app to your iPhone or iPad. You could use the link that I have in the description, and getting started couldn't be easier. There's a ton of templates to help you get started that look really great, and customizing your site via Universe is straightforward with this grid box layout. All you have to do is click on the plus icon to add specific content to that particular area. It could be an image, video, a link to a website, contact information, etc. And once you make your selection, just add the needed additional information, and voila, it's now a part of your website. You can expand the boxes to make a certain part of the grid larger, which really gives you a ton of creative ways to set up how your page is going to look. And once you have it the way you like, all you have to do is click publish. And man, you could put together a super clean, super high functioning site in seriously minutes. Now anyone can get started with Universe for free, and you can upgrade to Pro to unlock tons of extra features like the ability to accept payments, upgrade to a custom domain, and unlimited storage for all your content and media. You can get started by downloading the app. Again, the link is in the description. If you're a creator or have your own business and want to simply but effectively put together an amazing mobile website, definitely check out Universe. You'll be surprised at how easy it is to get what you're looking for. So a small accessory that's super useful for this particular iPad is this Lightning to USB cable. One of the biggest issues that I have is that this iPad only has 32 gigabytes of RAM, so when I want to keep larger files on hand, like movies, photos, etc., I can download them onto a flash drive, plug it into the dongle, pop open the Files app on the iPad, and then have access to those files that way. This really helps me free up a ton of space on my internal storage, and it's great that I could load up what I need on these thumb drives and basically have access to external storage. Again, great for students who are looking for a fast and easy way to share data from one device to another. Super simple accessory, but can really change the game in terms of how you could use your iPad. Okay, so as a student, can't be all work and study. You need to be able to enjoy some downtime. And that's where this next accessory really comes in handy. And that's an Xbox One controller. With iPadOS and now iOS 13 able to support Bluetooth gaming controllers, and with more and more games being updated and designed to leverage this medium, having a spare Xbox One or PS4 controller can be really useful. Now it has to be a controller that's Bluetooth compatible like the one I have here, and man, I was surprised at how well it works. Real Racing 3 is way more easy to navigate this way, and in turn way more fun, and as games and Apple Arcade start to beef up its offering, no doubt the iPad is going to be taken more seriously as a gaming device. I'm honestly kind of surprised that Apple didn't make some kind of in-house iOS exclusive controller, because being able to use a familiar device like this that's readily accessible is really nice. Okay, last up is a pretty simple but ultra useful accessory, and that's this Lamisol A1 iPad stand. And it's exactly what you think it is. It's just a stand to prop up your iPad to be closer to eye level. This particular model is made out of a brushed metal and is super sturdy. It has padded feet at the bottom and at the stand's base so it doesn't chew up your iPad, and the hinge is really firm, but you can't adjust it to get that perfect angle. Now it seems pretty basic, and honestly it is, but it's actually really nice having the iPad propped up like this, especially when consuming video content, and more importantly, with iPadOS and the latest version of Mac Catalina supporting Sidecar, if you have a MacBook or an iMac, you could very easily use your iPad as a secondary monitor. You just have to make sure that your software is up to date on both devices, and literally it takes one click to connect. And this stand makes the iPad a lot more useful as a secondary display, and you're for sure much more likely to leverage your iPad for it if you have a stand like this. Alright, so those are the accessories that will definitely beef up your iPad. Which one was your favorite? Let me know down in the comments. Interested to see what you guys think is the most useful. Okay, that's about it for this review. Don't forget to leave me a thumbs up if you guys found it useful, it really helps me out. If you guys have any questions of the accessories that I went over, leave them down in the comments and I'll be sure to get to you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.